What's up everyone, my name is Chargercrazy, and I'm here today to bring you guys a guide on how to beat Oryx, the Taken King, in the King's Fall raid. My team has beaten him a few times, so we're going to teach you the do's and don'ts, some little tricks on how to beat Oryx so you guys can get some sweet loot. So to start off, you guys got to spawn Oryx at the front of the room, and you guys are all going to step towards the front of the room to kill the Taken that he spawns on the left and right side. There's going to be two small sets of Taken Thralls, and there's going to be a Taken Knight that's going to spawn on each pillar that are closest to Oryx. But for a minute, let's talk about the setup. You're going to have one person dedicated to each one of the four pillars. Those guys are going to be your pillar people. You guys are going to have one other person that is going to be your relic holder. They need to be able to do some good platforming, and they're also going to jump up first to grab the Taken debuff. Your last person is going to be a bonus DPS, who's going to be stationed on one of the two pillars where the daughters usually spawn from the previous phase. That way they can have line of sight to all the ogres that spawn and help you kill them, because they're a little bit difficult. So right now, Oryx is going to the right side over there, so our relic holder is going to jump up first. Make sure that your relic holder jumps up first because you don't want to mess up your order and give someone else the Taken debuff. Once your relic holder's up, the other person can jump up, and then jumping up in the counterclockwise succession, similar to the daughter's phase. Now that you have people on the pillars, ogres are going to start spawning. You need to have your bonus DPS and the people that have line of sight of your ogres start helping out. So in our case, I'm helping out kill it across the way, and once that ogre's dead, he's helping me kill it across the way, with the bonus DPS focusing on ours first because they do spawn in the similar order. As you can see there, since we finished our ogres early, some bonus Taken spawned, we can always pop them up. So drop a Weapons of Light in the middle once your relic holder has the relic, and you guys can kill the Knight, the Vessel of Oryx, to make sure that you have the correct immortality buff. Once that Knight is dead, you'll see that Oryx just slammed on the pillar again. Now, it's easiest to DPS Oryx when you guys are on the pillar. It's nice and close, and you won't get the less damage from the range fall off. Using heavy machine guns or sniper rifles is definitely needed here. Once you guys have made Oryx reel back, it's time to do the orbs. Now, make sure that everyone is ready to do their orbs, and you guys want to time it off and count it off at the same time. Make sure that you guys are all detonating those orbs at similar times, that way the orbs won't, kill someone before they're back to the immortality buff. Once it says in chat that every single orb has been detonated, you guys can head back and shoot up Oryx, kill some more of the ads. And as you guys see, that Oryx is bleeding really hard there, and he lost about 25% health. That is a perfect damage phase for us. So, in between those damage phases, he's going to do one of two things. In particular instance, he's going to do the phase that my group called Run. He's going to start spawning giant orbs behind every single player. If you guys get hit by the orbs, you guys will probably take a lot of damage and most likely die. So the easiest way to do it is just sprint circles around your pillar. Unfortunately, I couldn't demonstrate that very well because we had some problems with one of our guys being up near me. So we just decided to do some serpentine and try and dodge each other's orbs for a little bit. But again, 3 circles are running around your pillars will do perfectly. The bonus DPS and your relic holder have plenty of space either in the back or front to deal with it, so you guys will just need to adapt. And don't worry about those Taken Knights. They're going to die once the Taken King gets back to the center anyway. Now, the Oryx will move to one of the 2 pillars in the back of the room, so you guys can start setting up for that on the second phase. It's very, very easy, very straightforward. So again, relic holder jumps up first, and then going in the counterclockwise succession. As you see, Oryx just slammed down on the ground, and also once I get out of my menu, you'll be able to see where our bonus DPS is. He's up there on that pillar, ready to help kill some ogres. So remember, ogres spawn in the correct order, so just snipe them out. Easiest way to do it with the sniper rifle. And don't forget to take those bonus Taken after you guys are done with your ogres. Another little trick to mention is that the Hive Tomb ship flies through, and 2 things can happen. One, if you're too close to the Hive Tomb ship, it can actually splatter you and kill you instantly. The other thing is that those orbs that it shoots off can almost kill you in one shot. So if those extra Taken are shooting you at all, you're going to have a hard time. So you might just need to serpentine, step left and right to make sure that you don't get hit by them. So we had plenty of time extra, so we decided to shoot some Taken, but everyone goes up to the pillar, pulls out heavy machine guns and snipers, and DPS's Oryx again. So remember, easiest way to do it is from on the pillar. Once you guys are done with that, you guys might be able to use some supers, rockets, whatever you have on you to clear out some of those bonus Taken. But call it off again, 1, 2, 3, start running into the orb, detonate them all at the same time, then go snag your Aura of Immortality. Remember, when you're in the Aura of Immortality, you have 2 things. You can either DPS Oryx more, or you can clear out the rest of the Taken. But once the orbs detonate, Oryx is going to take a bunch of bonus damage anyway. Another thing, in this phase, if someone dies, it's not the worst case scenario. It's not the end of the world. You can always just do the bonus phase, either the run or the portal phase, which is coming up right now, and then you can always res them. So, as I just said, this is the portal phase now. Instead of flying back and spawning orbs, Oryx is going to fly forward and he's going to spawn a domain that you get teleported into. Some notable things about the domain. 1. Do not walk into the domain, or try to. It'll just kill you. 2. Taken Knight spawn on those first 2 pillars again, so you need to have someone out there to kill them. And 3. Taken Thrall will be spawning in the same spots as they did at the very beginning of the raid. You guys need to have people out there and inside. The people outside are going to be killing the Taken Thrall to make sure that the people inside don't have a harder time, and the people on the inside need to be shooting the Shade of Oryx. As you can see, Shade of Oryx has been teleporting, but he'll also do this phase when he comes in with the sword. Jumping is probably your best way to live. Other than that, if you get hit really direct, you're probably going to die. So everyone else is in here, as you can see. Popping a Weapons of Light bubble in here is definitely the key to killing this guy. Also using some heavies. Just make sure you blow him up. Once you guys get teleported out, you can reset your phase. After you guys are done with that phase, there will be some Taken Thrall left over. Make sure you clean them up. Taken Knights, as long as they've been killed early, probably still won't be there. But if your group hasn't killed them, make sure you kill them then. So, Oryx is going to then go to any seemingly random pillar. So make sure you guys are vocal enough to call out where your relic holder needs to be. As you can see, Oryx for us is in the front right position, closest to where he normally spawns. Then, same old song and dance. Kill some ogres, kill some bonus taken if you have the extra time. Make sure your relic holder's jumping up and going as fast as he possibly can, because you need to do this in a good time. Everything in this raid is based on time or based on sequence. So once our relic holder has the relic, we're all going to jump back down the middle, set up another bubble, and continue our damage phase. So remember, dropping Blessing of Light here is really good, because all of the Taken that will be spawning can do a lot of damage to you guys. On top of which, the Vessel of Oryx can still shoot you. And if he does shoot you, his boom cannon is going to hurt a whole bunch. So blow him down, everyone get set up on the pillar, and get ready to DPS Oryx as normal. Remember, using heavy machine guns or sniper rifles will get you maximum DPS. You don't necessarily need Weapons of Light, because as you can see, we were making him reel back really early. We'd probably have another 3 or 4 seconds worth of DPS. But after you do your DPS on the Oryx, you guys are going to walk up, spawn your orbs at the same time as normal. Proc your Reclaimed Right, shoot Oryx some or clear some ads, your choice, and everyone then head back to the Aura of Immortality. So in total, we're going to have to do about 4 or 5 of these damage phases. It depends on how much bonus damage you get on Oryx while you're shooting him here or while you're shooting him on the pillars. As you can see, he has about 25% health, and this run only had 4 DPS phases for us to finish up. So afterwards, you guys are going to have to kill some Taken Thrall, and usually that Taken Thrall is a sign that he's going to do the portal phase. And he usually only does the portal phase after about 50% health. So remember, kill the Taken Knights first priority, and then kill some Taken. This time I didn't get teleported in first, so you can see what we have to deal with. On the left and right side, same spawns. It's going to be spawning 3 Taken at a time, and obviously they're going to be teleporting around trying to get inside the bubble. If they walk inside the bubble, remember, then the people on the inside that are trying to DPS the Shade of Oryx are going to have a harder time. Because there's going to be more ads, they have to kill the ads, and then the Shade of Oryx might accidentally come up and get them from behind. Something I mentioned before, deaths in this phase is not that bad. In the middle phase, or right before the middle phase, you guys have plenty of time to be able to clear everything up. Also, another thing, don't get distracted with engrams. They're just going to waste your time, and some Taken Thrall are going to get into the center. Anyway, make sure that you guys are always killing the Taken, and once you guys spawn in the center, Weapons of Light, and blow up that Shade. Once you guys get to this point, it's just resetting back up, getting ready to have Oryx go to any one of the 4 pillars again. Looks like he's coming to the front left, so I call it out. Make sure that you guys all set up, have everyone in correct positions, because Oryx could really go anywhere. Make sure that you res any teammates that might have died from before. Have your relic person jump up first and continue the phase. Ogres, everything as normal. Nothing new happens at this part. It's just repetition. Make sure you guys are perfecting your strategy. Another thing to mention that I haven't mentioned yet is that when Oryx is close to you on your pillar, he does have the chance and the opportunity to shoot you. So that's why when the relic holder grabs the relic, calls it out, and you got to get off your pillar as quickly as possible. Make sure to keep continuing to kill the ogres and kill any bonus Taken that spawn in the front or back of the room, depending on which pillar you're on. Once the relic holder has grabbed their relic, everyone head to the center, drop a Blessing of Light bubble, and get on to the DPS portion of the phase. Kill the Vessel of Light, and then get ready to move on to the pillar. Now you'll see that Oryx will get to a sliver of health from this DPS phase. He almost has no health. That is intended. If he has almost no health, that means you guys are doing it correctly. So DPS him as normal, go back, kill some bonus Taken on your way to the center, or wherever you have to go to, and then get ready to do the orbs. Count it off, make sure you guys are all doing the orbs at the same time, and if you do it correctly, and enough times obviously, because it doesn't always take 4, sometimes it'll take 5, Wait for all detonations. If you guys do it correctly, you guys will see that when Oryx comes out of this blinding phase, he will have about 1% health. This is the part where it gets crucial. You guys need to then go to the center of the room, and Oryx is going to do this phase one more time at the very center. Pull out heavies, pull out snipers, whatever your best weapon is. Have everyone file up here. Drop a blessing of light or weapons of light bubble if you have it. Otherwise, just shoot Oryx up. As you're going to see, he's going to open up. Blow the rest of your heavy and special ammo. Make sure that you guys kill him, and congratulations. If you've gotten to this part, then you guys have beaten Oryx in the King's Fall raid. You guys are the best of the best. So I hope this guide helps you out. Make sure to like and follow my YouTube channel, and also watch my stream sometimes. twitch.tv/Chargercrazy.